When we had last left the Envoy, their adventures in Naku Tedek reached a conclusion, and it was at a gigantic pillar of Adra that they were reached. It was there that they communicated once more with the voice inside of their head, what turned out to be none other than a god, Sapadal, the god of the living land, somehow, in some way, removed from the rest of the pantheon known to the rest of Eora, and in some way also imprisoned within the land itself, and mysteriously as well tied to the Dream Scourge, but who could say how? Regardless, they set out to find and reach the garden. But while they made plans to do that, the Steel Garrote had other things in mind, like burning Fiorme Zaverno to the damn ground, which they did. And now all of the people who survived their horrifying attack found themselves displaced, ready to go to Paradise, as it turned out. And also Yatsli would catch up with them in Shatterscarp. However, for now, it was time to look inside of a weird cave before they went there. This is Avowed. Welcome back. Let's unhide that, and zoop, there we are. Do a quick save as well, and let's go on in. Riverside Cave. Ogres are large, thick-skinned creatures standing between 10 and 12 feet tall. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay. Let's see over here. Oh, who are these people? Are these friendly? They are.
Stop right there, Aedyran. I know what you did.
What did I do?
If it weren't for your idea of justice, Egwolf would still be here.
I'm just here to talk to your leader, that's all. I'm not looking for trouble. If you don't step aside, we're gonna have a problem. You'll bow and scrape if I want you to. Let's come on a little strong here.
On a different day, I'd make you regret that. I won't this time. Go ahead. We're tired and hungry. That doesn't mean we're helpless. Watch yourself.
Okay. How much can I look around here? Pretty thoroughly, it seems. Okay.
I really don't think you saw what you think you saw.
You think I'm what? Seeing things? They're out there. I know it.
You haven't eaten in a week. None of us have.
Oh, they're talking about the Garrote.
All the more reason to pay attention to our surroundings.
Okay. I do like how much the Steel Garrote is factoring into the story here in Avowed, because in Pillars they were a bit on the periphery, right? There were like quests here and there that involved them, but they weren't like a major factor. Granted, neither really was the Aedyran Empire as a whole. You know, you saw like the effects of the Aedyran Empire and their influence, but you know. Okay, aggrieved note. Debt. Don't worry about hiding Erlin. About the hiding Erlin gave... The hiding? I guess like hitting your hide or something? Gave you yesterday. Someone has to show her she's responsible for more than just herself. If you hear anything about safe passage to Fior, tell me as soon as you get the chance. And burn this once you've read it. Egloff. Okay. Apologies as well. Bit of a shorter... Well... the old normal for video length here on this one. Let's see. Back to the 1 hour.
Was it not enough to be hungry? Now we have to be damp too.
Take it up with Erlin.
Egloff never wanted us to hide like this. Bereft of dignity.
Take my advice. Don't get between the two of them.
I won't. But we must do something.
Sure. Sit here and wait to starve, I guess.
Hello.
There has to be a caravan coming soon.
Wouldn't bet on it.
Okay. Over here. I mean, this is great news for me. My would-be assassins are seemingly not long for this world. Okay. Let's follow this to wherever it goes. Jeez, it really goes up here. Oh, shoot. Do I have a fiery weapon? Not equipped. What does this do? Giant Slumber? Does it do anything cool? It deals moderate stun, which is maybe impressive for a spear. This weapon was used by the Godless to defend themselves from the mage folk in dire circumstances. While they were ultimately unsuccessful, this weapon was able to fell one mage folk. Okay, damage against vessels. And like I said, moderate stun. Should probably scrap it, right? Yeah, we get Awakened Aedyran. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Okay. Skeleton with some goodies. Wow, need to pick this. It's in here, but... Hilia's Talon. Okay, over here. Got some money, lockbox. Okay. Man, we're getting quite a lot of setup to attack these people. Got more goodies. Wow, requiring more picks. I'll take it. Okay.
Stay calm. Let us see what our visitors have to say for themselves.
Ortrud. Or Ortrude? And Erlin Matishel. Hello.
I said stand down. If they had come to kill us, we would be dead.
Erlin, that's the Aedyran who sent Igwulf to the hangman. We cannot just...
What are you going to do? Growl at them with your stomach? He sealed Igwulf's fate for a reason. I'm sure he also has a reason to stand before us now. It behooves us to listen to it.
I love that they're starving, and we're here to get the food back. I'm here for the food you stole from the farmers. That explains the warm welcome we got out front. Igwulf knew the risks when he tried to kill me. He did the crime, he faced justice. That's how the world works. Let's say that.
I could question the Aedyran idea of justice, but Igwulf was a zealot. He made his own bed.
Huh, even among
Many
them,
of our
they
fellow
didn't
rebels
all...
hold fast to Igwulf's vision. We are not among them. Now,
Interesting.
you're tired. Please state your purpose and leave.
He was a zealot. Do you mean like figuratively, or are they like... Are they backed by some sort of religious belief? Right? Like we've... Maybe they're praying to Scan? Okay. I'm here for the food you stole.
I knew someone would look for it eventually. Allow me to appeal to your better instincts, if you will.
Give back what you stole and we won't have a problem. Those farmers are starving. What gives you the right to steal from them? You could hunt game to survive. There's no need to resort to theft. If you're Paradisan rebels, you should go back. You'll be safer there. What gives you the right to steal from them?
We are starving, Aedyran. In a choice between us and them, I will always choose us. That does not mean I take pleasure in it. I feel the farmer's pain as keenly as I feel my own. But the crops are the crops. My people's lives are on the line. I have no choice.
You don't need to convince me. Keep the food. Give back what you stole and we won't have a problem. Attack. You're willing to fight for it? Fine. I tried to reason with you. Give back what you stole and we won't have a problem.
You can take it from our dead hands. Without this food, all of us will eventually perish anyway.
Okay. I gave you a chance, but if you say so.
What's up?
Look alive!
There we go. Whew. on a second here. Let me eat and drink a bit. Okay. Taking a pot just to be safe. Okay. Whoa, what the fuck? Okay. Okay, that works. See, can I get Marius up here safely? Thanks. Yep. I say. Could've got a good chunk of damage out of that.
We're on your right.
Oh my god. Just getting these off one after the other here.
I say.
There we are. We out of combat? We are.
Don't eat the brown berries. They're not.
This place was my home. Now look at it.
Okay, let's check over here through all their crap. Got some goodies up here. Okay. Nice. Wild mushroom stew. Cabbages. Okay. Anything else? Let's get this. Probably our quest item. I don't know, there might be like a rare item too. Yeah, War Mage's boots. What does that do? Plus 15 max essence. Dodging has a 10% chance to restore 20 essence. Wow. The eye-catching purple of these boots is far from the most remarkable thing about them. Through the aid of a cunning enchantment, they are occasionally able to convert some of the wearer's kinetic energy into raw essence. While infrequent, the essence that these boots are able to capture can be the difference between life and death for an exhausted wizard. Erlin's journal. Still, it persists. Det scouted too close to the riverbank this morning and was practically scouted by one of the local plowmen. He claims we will never find enough food to sustain ourselves if we do not take risks and venture farther from the cave. Igloff has been influencing him, I'm sure of it. He would see us all give ourselves over to banditry. I cannot allow his like to undermine my authority, but they are not wrong. I've trapped us in an untenable place. I know this. Yet what can I do about it when we are too weak to survive the journey to Thirdborn? How much more must we endure? Yeah. Y'all were absolutely screwed. Okay. I think the only way they would have survived is through, like, outside help. Through the player character intervening. Okay. Well, let's proceed down here. Are there more enemies on the radar? I don't see any. Oh, there's more woot loot here. Some brigandine. Got a plant up top. Oh wow, how do you reach that? Oh, you have to jump from over here, I see. Can I go on top of this trumpet? Maybe. Oh. How's that for some platforming, huh? Okay. There are still some enemies. We read the aggrieved note. Oh, it's back this way. The paranoid ones.
Quiet as a soul.
Surprise!
Well done.
There we go. Good.
Take a moment, people.
Did we actually get the food? I guess we did. Okay. Let's head on out. Widewind's Legacy. I'm surprised we get tooltips about major world building for even Pillars 1, like Widewind's Legacy. Like, it is a pretty damn big deal and it's pretty cool. But is it actually going to have bearing on this game? To where, like, new players need to know about it? Because in a world, there's a world in which that's, like, very confusing to new players. Right? To people unfamiliar with this, like, lore and whatnot. Okay. Let's head on up here. Ooh, hitched a bit. Get this turned in, finally. Check it out.
There you are. Did you deal with those bandits?
I found your stolen food.
Oh, thank the gods. At least you've bought me a little more time. More importantly, you've saved me from having to explain it to my wife. Sylvia's a fine woman, and, well, she doesn't need to know it's come to this. Let me at least pay you. It's not much, but it's what I can afford.
Okay, I appreciate it.
It's honest money, too. Don't forget it. Next time they come for my harvest, I'll be ready. I tell you that.
I don't think there will be a next time. Okay. Now let's check our quest log here. Battle scars. Right, talk to Kai later. Pass to the garden. Reach Thirdborn. Okay. Looks like we're ready to go. And where is it at exactly? Yeah, up here. Let's head over to this party camp real quick. We'll see what else everyone in the party camp needs to talk about. Giada?
Don't take this the wrong way, but your friend the ambassador is an asshole.
He was extremely rude to you, I'm sorry. We're not friends, we're barely even colleagues. You can't expect everyone to welcome an Animancer with open arms. Giada, you say that about everyone in power. I'd like 3 and 4. You can't expect everyone to welcome an Animancer with open arms.
And why not? Ugh, forget I asked. What is it about authorities? No modesty, no humility, and barely any regard for others.
He reminds you of Ignacy Vidaro. One of the advantages of leadership, I suppose. Maybe if you showed a little respect, you'd get some in return. That's the Aedyran way. Try showing some respect, Giada.
You could be right. But the taste of boot leather never appealed to me. Must be an Aedyran delicacy.
Well said.
Ouch.
Does that kind of power appeal to you? Would you lord over this island as the ambassador does?
Arcane Scholar. The island needs an archivist and a historian, not another bureaucrat. The Living Lands could use a centralized leader. Perhaps it could be me. I don't know. I'm just an envoy. He's just a political puppet. The Steel Garrote are the ones in power. Yeah, perhaps it could be me.
I wouldn't trust anyone who wanted the job. And yet I trust you. What a
Why would you
paradox
trust
I've made
me?
for myself. Well, I've kept you as a captive audience long enough. If there's anything else, just let me know.
Okay. Can I ask you about Emerald Stair at all?
Anything in particular?
Do you think the people of Fiora are going to be alright?
Sending my people to Paradise is a bold move. Bold, but more importantly, unpredictable.
At least the region is more secure.
For now. The Steel Garrote will keep a watchful eye on my people. But we will do the same to them, from inside the lion's den. Meanwhile, the Aedyrans will enjoy their false sense of security for however long it lasts. Look, I know you didn't come to this island to help us. And yet you were here when others would have looked away. Despite everything that happened, it means a lot.
Your people deserve better. I hope they get a break. I just want the Living Lands to know there's one decent Aedyran around. I didn't do it for them. I did it for you. Think nothing of it. Think nothing of it.
Not a chance. You're going to accept my gratitude and enjoy every second of it. Well, onward to better things. If you need anything, you know where to find me.
Okay. Let's see. I wanted to ask about you.
What do you want to know?
How are you holding up?
Well, my future is in shambles, and I have no idea what to do next. Oh, and my home burned down. Apart from that, fine. Truthfully, I'm a bit lost. Leaving Fiormesiverno was supposed to be liberating. We've seen and done incredible things, but I'm no closer to finishing my family's work.
Why is that? Do all animancers suffer from ennui? Maybe I can help. Remind me what that was again? Why is that?
The Dream Scourge? Through animancy, I can harness the wild essence of the Living Lands and put it to good use. But what if I tried, only to have it lash out and destroy me? I'd be no better off than my parents. The Dream Scourge is infecting our Aedyran, holding back my work. Until I understand it, until I can control it, I can't do anything. I'm useless. I'm nothing.
We trace the Dream Scourge to the garden. Maybe you'll find answers there. Your research will change lives. This is a setback, nothing more. Did you ever stop to think that you are more than your work? I wouldn't accept that kind of talk from our worst enemy. Let's go with number 3, in that we arrive kind of at a very good and, like, empathic response, but from the wrong angle. We're coming at it from the angle of like, trying to get her to not be into animancy. Did you ever stop and think that you are more than your work?
Of course. I've heard that one before. Quilici always told me to slow down, to stop and appreciate the land I'm trying so hard to fix. But how can I slow down when I only have one lifetime to get this right? I'll find answers in the garden. For better or worse.
What do you think of our travel companions?
I've spilled all the gossip I know. Ask me again when there's a new face in camp.
Okay. That's enough.
Thanks for talking.
Oh, you have more?
Between the two of us, thank you for helping Yatsli reach that vase. Maybe it seems like nothing to you.
Reach that
but
vase.
To her, it's everything. When you consider how many Orlans and dwarves there are, it's outrageous that we build so high off the ground.
Arcane Scholar. I know, the Imperial Archives have some of the tallest bookshelves in Eora. I'm looking forward to getting to know her. I couldn't ignore a little old lady in distress. Most people ask for more complicated favors than reach a high shelf. I couldn't ignore a little old lady in distress.
I'm sure she appreciates the help, though she has a funny way of showing it. Don't let her size fool you. On the inside, Yatsley stands as tall as a mountain. One of these days, she's going to change the world, shake things up. And I'll be at her side, grinning like a fool. Anyway, thanks again.
The weird part of that is that it definitely feels as if we did sequence breaking, right? Because she's meant to say that after we do, like, honestly, what felt like one of the introductory missions for Emerald Stair. Remember where you go help Yatsley at the very start. But you can only ever get Giada in the party toward the end of your arc within Emerald Stair, right? We just got her, and now we're just leaving Emerald Stair. Weird. I wonder if originally you could get, you would get Giada way sooner. Maybe a different character could? Okay, let's talk about Emerald Stair. No, never mind.
If I must.
Anything else? No, she's good now. Marius, however.
Envoy, it's clear that no matter what happened, these people couldn't stay in Fior. You did the right thing. I think they're better off in Paradis than struggling out there in Shatterscarp.
Paradis represents safety and security, something they desperately need. It's not a perfect fit, but I believe they will thrive in Paradis. Their animancy kept them alive a long time. You don't seem to have a lot of faith in them. Paradis represents safety and security, something they desperately need.
Maybe they can't do animancy there, but they'll have walls, guards, a market, and all the Nimbus apples they can eat. It's taking away their tools and toys and replacing them with survival that's all but guaranteed.
A worthwhile trade, if you ask me. It was a difficult choice. They've lost everything. Their animancy kept them alive a long time. A worthwhile trade.
They might not see it that way, but it's for the best. Right, changing the subject?
Okay. Thoughts on our companions?
Right. I'm sure you'll find it absolutely gripping. Go ahead. I'll tell you whatever you want to know.
Can I ask you more about Giada? No. Okay.
Right. Figured as much.
Get some rest.
Pleasant dreams.
Oh, you have more.
Envoy? Gods, I can't believe what's happening around here. Fior has been destroyed. Just like that.
You're taking this really hard, aren't you? I, for one, would love a chance to smash Ludwig's teeth in. Fior wasn't ready to change. They were just in the way. I didn't really like Fior that much anyway. Fior wasn't ready to change. They were just in the way.
Of what? An Aedyran takeover?
Something like that.
Maybe take a few steps back, Envoy. I'm not sure I want to look at you for a few minutes.
Man, I do like that they get pretty fucking pissed at you. Right, but at a certain point...
It's hard to imagine my people taking shelter in Paradis.
Like, I genuinely feel like Giada should not be in the party with my character.
When you're starting over, sometimes you need that. Don't worry. They'll find their place there.
Maybe it is safer to remain lost.
Let's see here if I can cook anything good. Like, I mean, if I were Giada, there's no fucking way I would join up with my character. Right? There's no fucking way. Let's see. Wizard's Mind Bomb. 25% decreased essence cost. Oh, but it's only for Grimoire spells. Never mind. Make some of this black broth. Okay. Got some cream here we can make. Sure. More savory skewers. Good. Pickles. Cookies. Okay, how about over here? I guess this tea we could make. A Some of this. We'll cook these fish. Charming libation, +6 to all attributes in conversation. Got some rice wine I guess we could make. Okay, can I make more of the savory skewers? I can. There we are. Whoa, strange brew. Revives downed companions and resets second win. It uses monster part and health potion. Huh. I make 3 at a time. Fuck it, I'll make 2 of them. Or 6 of them, I guess. Okay. Beetle jerky or spiced beetle sausage. Can I make that? I don't think so. I can split this up. Basted beast. Yeah, I wonder if splitting the cheese wheel up lets me turn it into way more shit. It like hextuples my, what do you call it? My crafting potential. Okay. Can make some of this ale. Make 6 of them. Make a few more stew. Alright, that ought to do it for now. Okay, let's exit here. Yep, I'll keep the same party. And let's head over to Thirdborn. Oh shit, oh I should have done some crafting, shouldn't I? Hold up. What a grave error. Hopefully it's not just giving me that prompt for my, like, offhand set, which I don't really mind. Being, little crap. Okay. So, how many of these can I cook up? 7. Perfect. And then, yeah, look at that. I can craft up my weapon, enhance it. Do I have enough Awakened Aedyran, or Corrupted, I should say? No, not nearly enough. Okay. How about for my Valiant Breastplate? Cave Coral and Balrog Skin. No way. Yeah. No way. Okay. Well, now let's exit.
What do you know about snake bites?
All there is to know. What bit you?
I don't know. It just slithered out of my bedroll.
Listen to me, this is very important. Was its head flat or round?
Hard to say. Kind of star-shaped?
Okay. After it bit you, did it hold on or let go?
It held on, and left a bruise in the shape of an eye.
Star-shaped.
You're in luck. That's an onlooker worm snake. Harmless, though legend says they're emissaries of WoW.
Wow. The god of mysteries and illusions sent me a snake?
Be glad it wasn't a shimmering dream beast. Those are nasty.
Well, the venom won't kill you, but you'll have some interesting nightmares.
Nightmares I can deal with, but I wonder what it all means. Oh well, perhaps I'm not meant to know. Thank you, Marius. I feel a lot better.
Don't mention it.
God, does she like Marius? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's head on out here. Let's go this way. Good, let me do a quick save, and we'll just keep on running over here. Let's see, should I chow down on some, like, run speed food? Yeah, I'll take some fresh water. Why not? Even faster. Uh-oh. Is this Steel Garrote right here? Oh, it might be. Oh, it's Captain Alfir. Oh, shit.
What happened here?
Yeah, they wiped out the Rangers.
A moment of your time, if you please. From one Aedyran to another.
Captain Alfir, what are you doing here? I thought the Steel Garrote would be reveling in Fjord's destruction. I don't have a moment to spare. Cross your arms. Captain Alfir, what are you doing here?
I go where the Inquisitor commands, just as you go where the Emperor commands. So, did you enjoy our little bonfire? Inquisitor Ludwig was pleased with our efficiency.
You irredeemable fucking swine!
Keep her on a tight leash. No need for this to get out of hand.
Are you responsible for the burning of Fior Meseverno? You attacked a sovereign settlement. The court of Edir will hear of it. I would have enjoyed some advance notice. Giada, stay close. What happened here? Yeah, does, like, Casus Belli exist within this world? Right? Like, true enough, they did just attack, like, a civilian population. Can we press charges against them? I'm so curious what will happen if I say this. We saved. If we get into a fight, I'll load. I don't want to be hostile with them just yet. Like I said, I need my character needs very good reason to openly become hostile with them. In fact, like, such a good reason that it's pretty much a bad reason, right? Because we already have a good reason, let's be clear. You attacked a sovereign settlement. The court of Edir will hear of it.
We'll see about that. Believe it or not, the Steel Garrote owe you an apology on behalf of Inquisitor Ludwig.
Bring us her severed head and I'll consider it.
That temperament of yours is exactly the problem she's trying to solve. Our attack came together in haste. You should have been informed, and I regret the oversight.
They're just trying to cover their asses, aren't they? I bet that's what the int check is, too. Intellect 2 out of 6. Right? They didn't expect that I would survive. Or that I wouldn't even be there. Not that I survived, I just got lucky. Why did you burn the city? That doesn't excuse anything you've done. Why did you burn the city?
One way or another, Fior Meseverno was always going to burn. Weak government, chaotic farming, dangerous research. They never had a chance.
What right do you have to cast judgment on us?
I mean, I agree, but why not just let them collapse?
As the future caretakers of the living lands, we do only what is necessary. Fior Meseverno's reliance on animancy and stubborn individualism has done nothing but drag the living lands down with them.
I came to help the living lands, not to condemn it. You know nothing of these people. Their fate was not yours to decide. Remain silent. Yeah, why did you not... I want to say their fate was not yours to decide.
Ludwig's the one you need to convince. I'm just the messenger. Look, I'm only telling you this because you deserve to know Ludwig's intentions for the living lands. If Heelgard cannot maintain a grip on the living lands, then the Steel Garrote will simply take it from him. You see, the Steel Garrote answer to the Burned Queen, not your floundering empire. And we will break from Adir if that's what it takes.
Wow, man, I fucking nailed it with the calls of the coup d'etat. Why are you telling me this? You're insane. The Emperor will hear of what you've done. Yeah, they really are plotting a coup d'etat then. Huh. Because they don't like, of course, being an order that answers to the Burned Queen, to a god, especially one that, right, the Burned Queen. Woedica, also known as the Burned Queen, Strangler, Oathbinder, and the Queen that was, is the goddess of justice, law, oaths, promises, rulership, vengeance, memory, and hierarchies. She is depicted as an old noblewoman wearing a broken crown. Steel Garrote paladins worship Woedica, and some say do her bidding. Yeah. Right, it's totally a power struggle. They don't like that the Aedyran Empire, like, isn't It's not theocratic enough for them, specifically in the name of Wodica. I do find it interesting that, in some ways, when you do talk to Wodica in, like, Pillars 1 and 2, there is the justice part, right, that comes through. The goddess of justice, law, oaths, promises, rulership, vengeance, memory, and hierarchies. I'm very curious about how that functions with the Steel Garrote, because what they did here, I would not say is any form of justice, you know? If anything, perhaps I, acting under the Aedyran Empire, have more claim to justice than they do, you know? At what point has it spun out from under them? And it may also be the fact, right, we're not considering here with this analysis the Sapidol factor, wherein Wodica is probably against the idea of anyone finding out about or releasing Sapidol. Which is maybe why Wodica is shirking her sort of spheres of influence, you know? In favor of just, like, getting down to this. Maybe, I guess there's an argument to where if Sapidol is imprisoned, Wodica is stopping at nothing, right? We could construe it this way. Wodica is stopping at nothing to ensure that Sapidol remains imprisoned. Because Wodica sees that as a just imprisonment. And anyone, whether they know it or not, seeking to release Sapidol is doing bad. Right, is being unjust. Yeah, that's totally a way in which you could read it. But I think a lot of this information and a lot of this theory crafting really hinges on the fact that you need to know the big twist of Pillars of Eternity. That the gods are not quite as, like, all-powerful as you would think. You know? They're not like your standard deific being. You know, they're more fallible, like Kith are. Okay. The Emperor will hear of what you've done.
And while he frets in the throne room, his puppy dog soldiers will chase their own tails. Inquisitor Ludwine sees something in you, Envoy. She wants to cultivate your potential, as she did mine. You don't want to get between her and the fate of the living land, so let this serve as a warning. Our grasp on this island is going to tighten, even if it costs us allies along the way. Acceptable losses. What you do with this information is up to you. Either way, Emerald Stair is just the beginning.
Ludwine and the Steel Garrote are making a grave error. Are we done here? I'll keep that in mind. You didn't come all this way just to explain yourself. Ludwine and the Steel Garrote are making a grave error.
Feel free to prove us wrong. The Steel Garrote love a challenge. Before I let you go, a little bird sang in my ear that you're going to Shatterscarp.
You might be evil, but you're well informed.
Of course, that would have been impossible with these meddlesome rangers in the way.
You didn't.
I took the liberty of removing them. It's a shame, really. Honorable folk to the last.
How did you know I'm going to Shatterscarp? The Steel Garrote have gone too far, again. Did Ludwine give the order? How did you know?
Inquisitor Ludwine is always watching. When you arrive in Shatterscarp, give this letter to Temerity. Compliments of the Inquisitor.
Ludwine's missive.
No need to keep you any longer. Let's hope our next meeting is under more favorable circumstances.
I won't hold my breath. Tell Ludwine I've got my eye on her. Despite what happened here, I'm optimistic. Attack. You're not walking away from this. Yeah, we're too law-abiding. We're still too law-abiding to actually, like, fucking take her out. To do what needs to be fucking done here. You know, we're still too much of this kind of like fucking limp-dicked like bootlicker. You know, we still don't yet have enough cause to like break from that. You know, we're still way too like loyal to the Empire and the possibility that this could turn out a different way. Because true enough, as horrible as they are, the Garrote were, and still kind of are, allies to the Aedyran Empire. Tell Ludwig I've got my eye on her.
No need. She has both of hers on you. Be seeing you, Envoy. Sooner or later.
So that's it? We're just letting her walk away?
You'll get a chance at vengeance, but not here. Killing her won't solve anything. What did you have in mind?
Normally I don't have a taste for blood, but I'm feeling very uncivilized at the moment. Care to join me?
We should pick our battles. Besides, I've seen enough death for one day. Attack. Agreed. Let's kill this sick little arsonist. We should pick our battles.
As you wish. I don't want to see you again. Is that clear?
Crystal. Good luck with her, Envoy. You're going to need it.
I didn't think it was possible to hate someone this much.
Nice lady. Hate her, don't trust her, want to kill her, but nice lady.
Okay.
Let's keep moving.
Can I talk to you again about anything?
Steel Garrote are never far.
The Burned Queen smiles on you.
And there's something over here. Oh, I can go up this way. Oh yeah, look at all this. A little warning. To all rangers in the perimeter fort, you must report to a superior officer before leaving the fort, whether on patrol, for personal reasons, or literally anything at all. Similarly, you must also report to a superior officer whenever coming back. It's not that difficult, everyone. This swamp is a dangerous place. We don't need to add worry about everyone. We don't need to add worry about everyone's well-being on top of the other issues we're constantly managing. Failure to report in or out to a superior officer will result in latrine duty. On a night when a triple helping of beans accidentally made it into the stew. People be shitting, apparently. People be shitting big time. Let's see, anything over here? Oh, we can really run around this place. Jeez, look at me go. Something down here too? Maybe? Nah, I don't know. Looks like I could climb this. Oh no, I can't. Okay, no mantling there. It's a sign. Let's see over here. Good. Anything this way? Where the fuck am I going for real? Is barred from over here? Huh. Okay. Oh, look. There's loot up this way, too. Wow. Good. Okay, let's continue through the main entry point. Anything else here? Animancy equipment. Merc brew. Okay, here we go. You know what? Maybe we should go back to
You came
Hilgard.
to Emerald Stair looking for answers, and now we're leaving with more questions. How do we fight the Dream Scourge? What can we do about Sapadal? And where is the garden? Not to mention, why the Steel Garrote burned my fucking home to the ground.
Ludwig believes Fiormez Averna was a danger to the Living Lands. What they did was inexcusable and unforgivable. I'm so sorry. What they did was inexcusable and unforgivable.
I'm glad you think so. Because right now you're the only Aedyran whose opinion matters to me. I will not forget Fiormez Averna. Everything it was, and everything it could have been. And I will never forgive. Never.
So on top of the Dream Scourge rotting your fields and turning kith and beast alike into monsters, now we've got a Death Guard Inquisitor and the Steel Garrote dogging our steps. Do you think Ludwig will try something similar in Thirdborn?
What can you tell me about Thirdborn, Kai? I need to speak with Ludwig. Maybe she'll listen to reason. This is definitely the line that we have to say. Maybe she'll listen to reason.
I bet Heelguard's tried that tack. Zealots like her aren't swayed by reason. And Thirdborn will greet her with a sword in one hand and another sword in the other. Lots of Rawatayans, scramble routes with no prospects back home, washouts from military or mercenary life, sailors in search of steady ground. Add to that a motley assortment of pirates, free spirits, and people who like living under the loosest grasp of the law, and you've got Thirdborn. But rumor has it something's amiss in Shatterscarp. Strange dreams, disappearances, people wandering into the desert and never returning, or coming back, changed.
The Dream Scourge. No point in speculating, we'll see soon. Could you imagine if it wasn't the Dream Scourge? It's probably the Dream Scourge.
That's what I'm afraid of.
At least that tells us we're on the right track. This Dream Scourge is one of the weirdest things I've ever tried to hunt.
With any luck, we'll find a way to the garden. What do you know about the Thirdborn, Marius? The only question is, what happens when we find what we're looking for? What do you know about Thirdborn?
Town full of survivors. Anyone who decides to stake out a life in Shatterscarp isn't someone you want to mess with. Good enough people, though. And generally less likely to rob you or bore you to sleep than other places we've been.
Everything we learned in Naku Tadek points us to the garden. Thirdborn is just a stepping stone. But we don't know anything about the garden. It could be a myth, or a metaphor. Whatever the garden is or isn't, it's our only lead. We find the garden, we find the Dream Scourge.
Arcane Scholar. A garden implies cultivation, patience, intention. Yatsley believes the answer lies in another godless rune, Naku Kubel. We'll find the garden, even if we have to use process of elimination. Sapadal didn't exactly give us compass bearing. Yatsley believes the answer lies in another godless rune, Naku Kubel.
Yatsley is a master of the unknown and the unknowable. No mystery eludes her for long. If there is a path to the garden, Yatsley can lead us to it. I'd follow her anywhere.
Or maybe that god poking around your soul could give us directions.
Ask for directions. Why didn't I think of that? Kai, that's brilliant. Whatever Sapadal tells us will be filtered through a lot of metaphysical noise, but it couldn't hurt to try.
Let's do it. Maybe it's better if we don't disturb Sapadal. Let's do it.
This is so exciting. Sapadal? It's Giada. Giada Castel.
Is this actually gonna work?
If you're listening, could you please tell us more about the garden?
Castel.
Oh.
Castel. Why does this name sing to us?
No way.
A voice through murky water. The garden's
Is there actually a link to Castel's Folly?
We cannot
or Castel's?
The branches bind.
Did you get anything?
Not much. Just that they're definitely trapped in the garden. For a moment it seemed like Sapadal recognized you. Lie. Sapadal said the real garden is the friends we make along the way. Nothing worth repeating. For a moment it seemed like Sapadal recognized you.
What? No. They must have confused me
Unless
with
her
someone else.
parents, maybe.
Clearly your link to Sapadal isn't as strong as it was in Naku Tadek. But I'll take it over nothing.
Anyone else want to ask Sapadal a question? Let's stop. All this god talk makes me dizzy. Anyone else?
I'll pass. I've heard too many ghost stories that start this way.
Right. If I wanted to waste time, that's what I carry a flute for.
You carry a
Just
flute?
me then. Really? No one else has a question for the god of the living lands? Fascinating.
Yeah, I agree.
So let me see if I got this straight. We're looking for the guard.
I like how
which might not
disgusted
exist.
she is by their
Our best lead is
incuriosity.
Yatsley, an eccentric scholar who's gone ahead to Thirdborn, where the Dream Scourge may be ravaging.
Don't look at me. I was fine going back to Paradise.
I wouldn't even attempt what we're doing with anyone but you three. This is our chance to finally get some answers. Be ready for anything. I know it's a lot, but this is the next step. We have to take it. We have to take it.
Listen, I hate to ask this, but while we're in Shatterscarp, there's something I need to do. Something I owe Tama. There's an old battlefield near some Pogrunan ruins. Area called the Shark's Teeth. Tama lost his badge there. I need to get it.
We'll go. Are you sure you want to go back there? You know, I can't promise anything.
I know. We got the Dream Scourge, the Steel Garrote, and who knows what else to deal with. For all I know, it's long gone anyway.
Better to keep moving forward, Kai. What's lost is lost.
Get some rest. Sleep is good for the soul. Fior Messiverno will haunt my dreams. Of this I'm certain. I'll get the bastards who did this. One way or another, I'll make them pay.
Let's get some rest. We have a long day ahead of us.
Okay, we're gonna have a freaky dream too? We'll keep the same party. Oh wow, look at the new load screen. Wow. Oh, it looks like that that one game, Sable, was it? The indie game?
We smell death here.
Damn, Giada wants to talk again.
Listen,
You didn't
look
smell
here.
death in the other
When you
place?
Focus on my voice. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you.
Aedyran soldier.
Oh, I'm just dizzy.
Must be loot up there. I can hear the chiming.
If they don't stop crying, I'll give them something to cry about.
I'll kill them. I'll fucking kill every last one of them.
Jeez, what the fuck?
I gouged a hole through our ranks. How many did you lose?
Too many. Not even counting the ones we had to put down because they turned into dream thralls.
I had to put down 3 good men myself. Telling their family. That was worse.
Don't talk to me like you're the only one who understands hardship. I'm going to be facing down a mutiny soon.
You think we want to be here? Think again.
So leave. I can't wait to see the last of you and your people.
And go where? Nothing but death waiting out there. Better we die with honor.
Watchman's log. Day 1. My regiment was called to Eagle's Reach. No idea why. I took a double shift. Everyone's uneasy. Maybe it has to do with all these Aedyrans on our borders. Maybe not. Day 3. An honest-to-God's archmage arrived in the night. Oh shit, really? She looked me right in the eye, and I just about fell onto my knees. I wonder what she's doing here. Wonder if she needs a personal guard. Day 10. I shot my neighbor in the face today. Flintlock, close range. He came at me, and there were mushrooms growing out of his eyes. Now I gotta clean up the mess, his mess, but that goop just won't come off my uniform. All I can do is smear it around. Look at me. Can't even help myself. My hands are shaking. Day 12. Shatterscarp is not itself anymore. We're just standing watch over its remains.
Envoy, I have something to ask of you. A good man is dead out there in the sands. The Dream Thralls ambushed us, and Helshin, he held them off so we could escape. There was a sword he had that was precious to him, and he would have wanted that sword to continue the fight for Aedyr. It's of good quality. Might be of use to you.
Okay. I did not expect this guy to say all this. I'll keep it. He doesn't even have like a name. He's just like a generic Aedyran soldier. I'll keep an eye out. Where is it? I'm sorry for your loss. I'll do what I can to keep the memory alive. Is the sword really so good? Doesn't seem to have saved him. I'll do what I can to keep the memory alive.
I appreciate it. You'll find the sword out in the ancient lake bed, at the bottom of the rounded cliff. Thank you again, Envoy.
Okay. There's a sword in a lake bed. Hello?
Another Aedyran, Kutabao.
Hold on. This isn't one of mine. Or Ludwig's. You must be the envoy Hilgard told me about.
Well, you picked a damn fine time to show up.
Perception 07. I wish we showed up earlier. We could have helped. You both look like Andre's mortar spat you out. Watch your tone. That's no way to speak to Adir's envoy. Watch your tone.
Apologies, Envoy. Rutaska meant no disrespect.
Respecting some Aedyran officer is the last thing I care about right now. My kith are dead.
We're all overwhelmed. Dream Thralls ambushed us an hour ago. We're still counting the dead.
Our dead, to be precise.
We lost soldiers too, protecting your people.
Yes, how heroic. Protecting kith from Aedyran Dream Thralls.
Arcane Scholar. Thorough autopsies are needed to confirm such a claim. Are the Dream Thralls here all Aedyran? Did you take no precautions, Captain? Is the rest of Shatterscarp as afflicted with the Dream Scourge? Thorough autopsies are needed to confirm such a claim.
Look around you, Envoy. Our kith don't wear your fancy armor.
We don't have time to argue. The Dream Scourge has been ravaging our camp.
In all their military
Do you think
might,
the Steel Garrote would put them in our armor?
To go wandering through the desert, despite my advice. And now we're all paying for their idiocy. Thirdborners and Aedyrans alike.
We've since pulled back to Eagle's Reach until more reinforcements arrive to contain the Dream Thralls. Whatever your intentions here, Envoy, it's not worth it. Better to go back to Paradis where it's safe.
No part of the Living Lands is safe. I don't go where I'm safe, Captain. I go where I'm needed. Ludwig asked me to deliver a missive to Temerti. I'm looking for Yatsley. I told her I'd meet her in Thirdborn. Ludwig asked me to deliver a missive.
Gods, a letter from Inquisitor Ludwig. That can't be good.
Kutabao. If that bitch thinks she can threaten our leader, she'll be sorely mistaken.
Kutabao. A Rowatine expletive, similar to damn it. That's what I'd like to avoid. I'm here to cut her off. The Steel Garrote's aims are not Aedir's. Ludwig is after something in the ruins. She'll leave Thirdborn alone. The Garrote's aims are not Aedir's.
So you say. And yet here you are, the Aedyran envoy carrying a Steel Garrote letter.
Keep your friends close and your enemies closer, eh? I had no choice. Her soldiers forced me to take it. Ludwig is after something in the ruins. She'll leave Thirdborn alone. I want to say I had no choice because we did have a choice, right? And I kind of want one of them to call me out on it or at least scoff at my, the wringing of my hands. The ability to roleplay a character exactly like this, the whole angle, the whole coup d'etat angle is super fascinating and has added so much more, like an unexpected level of nuance to the roleplaying available here, right? Originally, I was thinking just oh yeah, play your character pro Aedyran, pro occupational force, or play your character in the favor of the rebels and the people who have been here before the Aedyrans, you know? Maybe there's another one involving the natural world, perhaps Sapadal, but there's actually a weird amount of decision making between the Aedyran Empire and the Steel Garrote. Huh. I had no choice.
If you're that scared of her, then I fear for us all. Look, Envoy, kith aren't too keen on Aedyrans at the moment. Rumor of what happened in Fjord is already starting to spread. Just watch your back, all right?
I'll keep that in mind. Don't worry, I can handle myself. If anyone tries to cross me, it will be the last mistake they make. I can handle myself.
I sure hope so.
They have the energy to argue, but not to solve problems. Reminds me of home.
Can I talk to the captain here?
Be careful on your way to Thirdborn, Envoy. Dream thralls are everywhere.
Can I talk to you again?
You need something?
I'm here to protect Rutaska, not to talk to you.
Impossible to say how long we've got before they come again. A week?
Man, this looks incredible. Holy shit, this looks amazing. Okay.
Funny thing, counting casualties. 10 dead, 23 dead, 36 dead. Makes it sound so tidy. Don't know how many of our own were lost. Upwards of 20 at least.
Good
We have
gravy.
everything we need in Aedyran. What are we doing here?
What are we doing here? Do you think we came here at the behest of the Steel Garrote? Like, pulling influence with the Emperor? Or maybe the Emperor foresaw the coup d'etat and wants to solve it in, like, a proxy war in the Living Lands? Right? Wants us to hopefully squash the potential coup and the Steel Garrote in a more complicated, like, far-removed area from, like, the Empire, the Imperial heart, Imperial core. Maybe?
Never should have come here.
What have we gotten ourselves into? Gods, the stench.
Yeah, I don't know. For imperialist militaries and whatnot, proxy wars sounds about right. You know? That sounds right to me. Oh yeah, we're getting purple loot now. Look at this, I'm jumping all over the damn place.
Yeah, at least the shack stopped smouldering. Why any of our people settle here by their own will, I don't know.
Fools.
Well, we warned them not to settle in the goddamn desert. Sure, Captain says a broken lantern killed them, that it was just an accident, but... if they hadn't been there, you know...
Maybe they'd still be alive. Maybe they'd have gotten themselves killed elsewhere. We'll never know.
Careful out there, Envoy.
We've seen some awful things from here, Envoy.
Okay, over here. Look at this, more woot loot. Jeez, where the hell am I even going? Look, can I make that jump? Oh shit, not quite. I don't think. Oh yeah, I don't think we can. I mean, to what end, really? Here, I'll fucking try it. I'll take some water. Maybe the extra speed will be enough. Oh shit, I don't think so. I think it's... yeah, it's some stuff that I can't cling onto. Okay, is this something? No. Hello?
This isn't a place to just stand around.
God, I hate this posting.
Anything else of interest here? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, and we've looped back around. Good. Okay. Well, we shouldn't go back to Dawnshore just yet until we get a fast travel point or a camp out here, I think. I would like to talk with Hilgard again about information we got on the Garrote. Anyway, like I said, unfortunately this will be a little bit of a shorter one, sort of back to old times, right, for just a bit. I'm thinking there may be some more like this during the 3-day weekend, at least here in the US, right? Maybe some shorter 1 hour length-ish Avowed videos, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, until next time, please take care of each other.